What is going on, YouTube? In today's video, we are going to be replacing something that I've been trying to track down for a very long time. So we're going to be replacing our track bar, and this piece pretty much sits at an angle going kind of up. I'll show you in a second, but it pretty much keeps your axle centered. And my back end of this truck has been very loose lately, and every time I go over bumps or go around turns, it just feels like the back end wants to kick out and start drifting, even though this truck is way too heavy to do that unless it's raining. So this should fix all of your issues. Let me go ahead and get under the truck and we'll go ahead and get to work on getting the old one off. All right, so now that we're down here, the first thing I'm gonna want to do is take this clip off. And there's two. These hold the e-brake. I think this is the e-brake line, or it's one of the brake lines for the back. And just make sure you take both off. There's two total. Let's see if I can do this without using two hands. So you just want to take something, preferably a flathead screwdriver, but all I could find was Phillips. For some reason, I have like 10 screwdrivers and they're all Phillips right now. Can't find the flathead bits, just part of it. So just want to see if you can find a way to get this off without breaking it. There we go. And the other side should just pop off like so. All right, guys, so as you can see, we got this bolt right here loose, and what you're gonna have to do is first you're gonna have to loosen up your sway bar end link. So mine is 19 millimeters, I believe, and this bolt, when you're ready, you're gonna have to completely remove this to get the bolt off, because as you can see, it's gonna hit if you do not move the sway bar end link on this side. The other sides you don't have to do this, but just move it out of the place and then bring it all the way out. That way you have enough room to take the bolt out. And to get this bolt off, what you're gonna do is take a socket once you scoot that out, and it's gonna be a 21 millimeter. Then you wanna throw a wrench on the other end. I just used a adjustable wrench, a large one, a heavy duty one. I believe it's probably gonna be another 21 millimeter or 19 millimeter wrench that you throw on the other end. And just hold it while you twist this piece off, and that'll back the nut off. That looks its nut off right here, and it will get the bolt loose. So I'll come back so this thing just doesn't come crashing down and take this bolt completely out. So we're gonna do the other side now, which should be a lot easier, and then we will continue on. All right, guys, so after undoing the other side, you use the same process I just showed you to remove the first bolt. The other side is a lot easier. You do not have to move a sway bar end link. You just take it off and it should slide right out after that. So let's take a look at the bushing on here. So if we get close, you can see pretty much how destroyed the bushing is. You can literally see where it's just absolutely destroyed, but the other side is a lot worse. So flip it around, and I'm pretty sure this is what was causing all the noise. I mean, look at how crazy that is, guys. That is bad. And then you flip it over, and you can literally see the bushing was just worn. So no doubt in my mind that that's never been replaced before. Pretty sure that's the factory track bar. And before we do get to that, one quick thing to note: to reinstall it, the side with the notches like that, you want that side to be facing towards the truck like so. So it's gonna sit like this when you go in. So notches facing away. You want to be able to read the barcode on the back. There's not one on the other side, and it clearly looks like the inside. So you want this side to be facing towards you, and you want that side to be facing towards the truck, so that your clamps have something to grab onto. That's just the correct way to install it. So that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it back on. I'll show you how it looks before we go on the test drive. All right, so let's go ahead and reinstall this. And one thing you want to make sure of is just make sure that the numbers are facing towards you, and just make sure that the little notches like so are facing towards the differential or towards the front of the vehicle. So that's how it's gonna look. So I'm gonna attempt to do this with one hand, guys. What we're gonna do, we're gonna loop that side over first. So down, loop it over like so, and loop this side up. So now, I mean, hopefully it doesn't fall, but now let me get bolts through, and I'll show you what the finished product looks like so you can see the final result. All right, guys, so we got everything connected back and it is complete. So, and again, just make sure the little dots are facing away, because that's where the clips keep themselves aligned, and that completes the install. So in total, that took me about, I don't know, 30 minutes, and super easy. So by all means, do this yourself. But I'm going to get the Tahoe out, take a little test drive, and just see how it does. All right, guys, so we are on the road now, and honestly, I can say that this track bar definitely needed to be replaced. It made a major improvement on, you know, the feel of the rear end of the car, but it did not get rid of my rattling sound, which I kind of suspected it may not have. So it definitely did need to be replaced though, but I have a lot more things that need to be replaced, which is completely outside of the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this was something that needed to be done. The truck drives a lot better, so something that for sure needed to be done. So I'm happy that I did do this. I could have done the rest of the suspension, but that requires the rear wheels to come off, and I didn't want to do that today. I want to just be able to knock that out when I get some time and put it in the plan. So we'll be doing the rear, upper, and lower control arms next, as well as the back springs, and that's going to be next for the Tahoe. As for the Vet, I have some things I need to do to it, as far as, you know, getting a tune or figuring out if I'm gonna cam the car, since I put that cam in the Infinity motor like I originally planned. So we'll get it ironed out with the Vet, but it's driving great. I recently added an air down to that, so that has fixed all my cooling issues. You gotta have an air down, from what I learned. But that's gonna do it for this one. That's enough for everything. So I'm gonna say the track bar is a success. I believe it was like 50 bucks, super cheap. And if you wanted something that was a little bit more of an upgrade, you could go with the Spohn or Spoon. It's S-P-O-H-N. And just look on Amazon for Tahoe track bars and they'll pop up, because that one is adjustable. Other than that though, that's gonna do it for this one. So hope y'all enjoyed it. As always, y'all take it easy, and I'll catch y'all on the next video.